TomoNews presents Ancient Discoveries.
This is why Roman concrete outperforms our own. Roman concrete is known for being durable, so much so that some structures made of this material have lasted for thousands of years. Modern concrete structures, however, have significantly shorter lifespans. US researchers have recently revealed the secret behind the longevity of Roman concrete. Roman concrete was typically made with a mixture of volcanic ash, rock, and lime. This mortar mixture proved to be well suited for the construction of harbors and piers. When seawater enters the concrete through tiny cracks, it reacts with the volcanic ash and lime to produce a crystal called tabermarite in a process known as pozzolanic reaction. The tabermarite crystals bind the concrete particles together, strengthening the concrete and increasing its durability. Researchers are currently experimenting with seawater and volcanic rock in order to create a mixture that could be used to build marine structures that are more durable and have longer lifespans.
Caveman or long-lost time traveler? Scientists have unearthed something that effectively flips the table on everything we thought we knew about human evolution. The partial upper jawbone found during a 2002 excavation inside the Mislia cave in Israel took scientists 15 years to date. Their research, which included virtual reconstruction, places the jawbone as between 170,000 and 200,000 years old. The oldest human remains on record were found at Jebel Irhoud in Morocco. These are 300,000 years old. Many archaeologists believe humans migrated out of Africa around 60,000 to 150,000 years ago. The jawbone findings suggest humans left Africa 200,000 years ago. The jawbone contains 5 similarities to human jawbones. These are the small parabolic dental arch, an area of the incisive foramen. The finding corresponds with where the upper jaw and jaw ridge connect with the maxilla area of the human skull, as well as the position of the nasal cavity floor. If accepted as human, the jawbone could push back the history of human evolution by at least 100,000 years.
Mummies found after Egypt unearths new burial chamber. Egypt has discovered an ancient burial chamber containing at least 17 mummies that are more than 1,500 years old. Authorities hope the find will help boost the country's struggling tourism industry. The burial chamber was found in the province of Minya, about 250 kilometers south of Cairo. The chamber is 8 meters below ground and was first detected last year by radar. At least 17 fully intact mummies have been discovered inside the chamber so far. Experts say there could be more. Egypt's tourism industry has declined sharply from 14.7 million visitors in 2010 to just 5.4 million visitors in 2016. Authorities hope the new discovery will bring tourists back into the country.
Void detected inside the Great Pyramid. Archaeologists have identified an empty cavity in Egypt's Great Pyramid, marking the first discovery of a new internal structure in over 200 years. A nearly 100-foot-long void was discovered inside the Great Pyramid in Giza, just above the 153-foot-long Grand Gallery. The void was detected using cosmic ray muons, which are high-energy particles that shower the Earth. Muons pass through empty spaces easily, but can be absorbed or deflected by dense materials like solid rock. 3 different muography technologies used to measure muons in the pyramid all detected the same void in the same position. But because the technique is low resolution, it's difficult to determine the exact shape or function of the void. Researchers speculate that the void could be one large empty space or several small ones, possibly used to relieve pressure on the chambers below. The void will need to be investigated further if we want to know what it actually is. Scientists are already considering drilling a small hole and sending in a tiny robot to hopefully get some answers.
Cambodia's jungle is hiding lost ancient cities. Ancient cities with complex urban landscapes have been found beneath the jungle in Cambodia by researchers using laser scanners. Archaeologists have discovered a vast network of previously undocumented medieval cities near Cambodia's Angkor Wat Temple. Using LiDAR scanning technology, the researchers found multiple cities beneath the jungle that were linked by roads and canals. The cities range from 900 to 1,400 years old and would have been part of the largest empire on Earth in the 12th century. LiDAR is a detection system similar to radar, which uses lasers instead of radio waves. It is used with GPS to produce 3D models and maps. A helicopter mounted with LiDAR scanned a 734 square mile area near Angkor Wat in 2015. The data revealed the true scale of the lost city of Mahendrapavata, which was previously believed to be much smaller. In fact, Mahendrapavata was about the same size as Cambodia's present capital of Phnom Penh. The scans show the ancient cities had sophisticated water management systems, built hundreds of years before it was believed the technology existed. Geometric shapes thought to be gardens were also discovered. Historians say the groundbreaking discovery will help us understand more about Angkorian civilization and the decline of the Khmer Empire. Pure chance unearths Roman villa from under English farmhouse. A British rug designer just wanted to lay electric cables to his barn so that his children could play ping pong inside. But in doing so, he unearthed what may be one of the biggest Roman villas in the United Kingdom. Workmen digging at a farmhouse in southwest England last year discovered a hard layer 18 inches below the surface that turned out to be pieces of a mosaic. Property owner Luke Irwin said he sent a photo of the mosaic to the local council. He told the New York Times that within 24 hours, a team of archaeologists were on his property. Archaeologists then began an 8-day dig at the farmhouse and in the field next to the house. Only a few test pits have been dug, but archaeologists say the existing walls seem to be more than a meter tall. The farmhouse appears to be sitting on a slab of marble in the middle of what was the Roman villa, which measured around 50 meters long by 50 meters wide and was probably around 3 stories high. A whole range of artifacts have been found on site during the excavation, including a child's tomb, oyster shells, brooches, animal bones, and coins, indicating the owners of the villa were wealthy. Artifacts from the dig have been taken to the Salisbury Museum while the dig has been covered up until archaeologists obtain more funding to do a proper investigation. Ancient tombs discovered in Egypt. Egyptian archaeologists have discovered ancient tombs dating back 2,000 years to the 27th dynasty and the Greco-Roman era. 3 Ptolemaic tombs were recently uncovered at a dig site in Egypt's Minya province. The tombs are of a different archaeological design to the ones unearthed at the same site in 2015, which were 20 tombs in a series of ancient catacombs. The first tomb features a perpendicular burial shaft engraved in the rock, which leads to a single burial chamber containing 4 sarcophagi and 9 burial holes. The second tomb has a similar shaft but contains 2 chambers. To the north is the first chamber with its 2 sarcophagi and 6 burial holes, one of which was for a small child. At the end of the shaft is the second, which holds the remains of a wooden coffin. Excavation on the third tomb is still underway. Bones from the other 2 tombs identified men, women, and children of different ages, suggesting the site was a large city cemetery. Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities announced the discovery on their Facebook page, calling it very important and saying work is underway to reveal more secrets.
Researchers find ancient megacity. Ever wonder what a Mayan megalopolis may have looked like? Well, aren't you in for a treat? National Geographic reports that researchers have uncovered an ancient 800 square mile Mayan megacity in northern Guatemala. Archaeologists used light detection and ranging technology, more commonly called LiDAR, to uncover the area. According to the National Ocean Service, LiDAR is a remote sensing method that uses a combination of light, aircraft, and pulse lasers to measure and visualize 3D structures. This lets them remove the surrounding environment to show the scale of the interconnected area. Researchers found some 60,000 structures and said the area was home to millions of people.
Fossilized footprints in the sand. Humans may have been stomping around Canada as early as 13,000 years ago, and they left footprints. Researchers discovered an ancient human footprint along the coast of Canada's Calvert Island in 2014, before then uncovering 28 more in subsequent excavations. The well-preserved prints are believed to have been made by 2 barefoot adults and 1 child some 13,000 years ago. The foot impressions were left on light brown clay, which was filled in and preserved by sand, thick gravel, and another layer of clay. The findings lend support to the theory that ancient humans traveled from Asia to North America near the end of the last ice age by following a route along the Pacific coastline. Fossilized tracks are themselves rare, but these particular ones have also earned the distinction of being the oldest known human footprints found in North America.
Jackpot. An Egyptian mission has found an ancient necropolis south of Cairo containing several tombs, artifacts, and a fully preserved mummy. Archaeologists near the site near Minya, Egypt, uncovered a large number of burial shafts believed to be more than 2,000 years old. The mummified remains of a high priest of the Egyptian god Thoth were unearthed in the tombs, along with 1,000 figurines and 4 jars made of alabaster. The team also found 40 limestone sarcophagi of various shapes and sizes, which may have belonged to the priest's family members. Excavation on the site began in late 2017 and is expected to continue on for at least 5 years. Egypt is planning to use the recent discoveries to revive tourism in the area, which was a popular destination for antiquities sightseeing until the political turmoil in 2011.
Guess people were in the jungle way before Columbus. Before the Europeans turned up in South America, the assumption was that the Amazon was mostly uninhabited. Well, we were wrong. Deforestation in the Amazon has uncovered at least 81 geoglyphs, or trenches carved into the ground. They were spotted on satellite images of Brazil's upper Tapajos Basin. The geoglyphs come in a range of different shapes and sizes and are believed to date back centuries from the years 2050 to 1500. Archaeologists examined several locations and found fragments of pottery, stone axes, and fertile dark earth indicative of a long-term human settlement. Researchers used models to estimate that between 1,000 to 1,500 wooden settlements were built in the southern rim of the Amazon alone, housing 500,000 to 1 million people. The indigenous population was likely wiped out by the outbreak of diseases and would have been worsened by the arrival of the Europeans.